SC. IMS ready for deployment. Trinity rocket available. Securing Bravo. Behind, standing by. Friendly SATCOM active. Losing A. Friendly chopper inbound. Securing Charlie.
Hello everybody, and today I'm bringing you an assault strike package K.E.M strike because for some reason I am incapable of using specialists and doing well. I can't get a K.E.M strike if I use specialists. It just doesn't happen. I can only get them when I use the assault strike package, which makes no sense. But the class that I'm using in this video are the ARX-160 assault rifle with silencer and extended mags. The perks that I'm using are Ready Up, Dead Silence, Amplify, Focus, Hardline, and Ping. And the assault streaks that I do have equipped are the helicopter, the Gryphon, and the helo pilot. So for today's video, I wanted to just sit down and talk to you guys about perks, because in my K.E.M strike tips video, I said that in Ghosts, I feel that perks are the most important thing, and I do think that's very true. Forget everything else, you can have the worst gun in the game equipped. If you have the perks that work for you, you will probably do well. And I've seen a lot of videos where people are saying, oh, this perk is 100% necessary, this perk is 100% necessary, and I disagree. I don't think that there's any perks that are 100% necessary in Ghosts, which is really good because in previous Call of Duties, it's like, you have to use this and you have to use this. And maybe the game will turn out to be like that later on, but for right now, I personally believe that what perks you use are all down to your personal preference, how you like to play the game, your playstyle, and all that stuff. I don't think that you can say, yeah, you should definitely use Stalker for sure. You have to use Stalker if you feel comfortable not using Stalker. So what I thought I would do is just talk about my playstyle and what I like to use for how I like to play the game, and just talk about what I think is necessary for different playstyles, but not what's necessary for everyone to use at all points in time. Now, I am not afraid to admit this. In this particular Call of Duty, I am heavily reliant on Amplify. I would suck at this game if I didn't use Amplify, or if they changed Amplify to be sucky. I mean, I'm sure I could get used to playing the game in a different way, but as the game is right now, I would suck if I didn't use Amplify. For example, when I go to capture a domination point, I don't crouch, I don't go prone, I just stand there and listen. I'm so reliant on it. With how big the maps are and how poopy the spawns can be, I just think that Amplify just saves me all the time. It saves me from running around not being able to find someone because I can always hear where the enemy is and head in that direction. And if someone spawns behind me or they spawn me around an enemy, I can hear them. So I usually don't die to bad spawns. That's why I'm not frustrated with the spawns, because I'm like, what bad spawns? I have Amplify. But for people that don't use headsets, Amplify isn't going to be nearly as useful. I know a lot of people, for example, that don't even play with sound, or they play with very low sound because they live with people and they don't have a headset and they can't have to sound loud. So obviously Amplify is not going to work for you guys. So although I say it's the most useful perk for me, I can't sit here and say everyone should use Amplify, because if you are not used to sound whoring, or you do not have the equipment or the situation necessary to sound whore, Amplify is not going to do anything for you. Now, because I use Amplify, I do not need to use Quick Draw. Quick Draw is always nice to have. It's nice to have in any game that you play, but I don't need it because I have Amplify. And so many people say you need Quick Draw, it's 100% necessary. You die so quickly in this game that if you pull your gun up faster, you're more likely to win gunfights, which is definitely true. But the thing with Amplify is that you know exactly where they're coming from, so you're already aiming before they see you. So if I have Quick Draw equipped, I feel like I'm wasting a perk slot, because it's like, I'm already aiming. Why do I need Quick Draw? I'm already aiming before you even see me, so I win the gunfight because I already know where you are. And this is why I was saying I don't really agree with videos where people are saying that this perk is necessary, this perk is necessary, because it is all dependent on how you play. So if you don't have a headset, I would say that it's a very good idea to use Quick Draw. If you do have a headset, frickin' utilize Amplify, because it's only 2 points, and Quick Draw is 3. Now the same thing can be said for a perk like Off the Grid, another 3-point perk. That's a lot of points. If you are someone that moves around the map, you'd like to be very mobile on the map, you don't need Off the Grid. You can instead use perks that make you move faster or make you run for longer, and that way you're basically outrunning SATCOMs. So when they see you on their radar and they see you're in a certain spot, you'll be in a completely different spot by the time you actually see them because you're running so fast. Whereas if you're someone that likes to play a little more reserved and you like to take your time and maybe you like to post up in a certain spot, then Off the Grid is going to be extremely beneficial for you. How good every perk is in this game is very reliant on how you like to play the game. So if you are out there watching videos of people saying that this perk is necessary and you have to use this perk and you have to use this one, just don't take it as the gospel truth of Call of Duty gods. Of course, it's perfectly fine to try suggestions out and see if you like it, but just don't sit there trying to get used to a perk or trying to force yourself to use this perk when you're not really finding it to be that useful. Just don't do that, because your whole class, how you craft your class, is incredibly important that you make it something that is comfortable for you and that complements how you play the game. So just don't sit there trying to make something work for you when it's not working for you. I think I might actually do a perk guide based on playstyles. So if you'd be interested in seeing that, I'd come up with a bunch of different playstyles and do suggested perks based on those playstyles. If you'd be interested in me doing a little breakdown video like that, let me know in the comments section, because I think I would actually like to do that, because some people are really misinforming the Call of Duty community with their forceful perk suggesting. Yeah, that's a thing. I'm sure it's a thing. But no, I just think that people are being very single-minded about it when they're giving advice on perks, when there are so many different ways to play a Call of Duty, especially Call of Duty Ghosts. So yeah, if you would be interested in seeing that perk guide, let me know in the comments section. But this gameplay is wrapping up. I just got the K.E.M strike. I was actually really surprised that I got it, because there was some situations where I'm not even sure how I stayed alive. I don't know how I stayed alive being in the helo pilot in Gryphon. But you know, miracles are possible. So I hope you enjoyed this gameplay, guys, and I will speak to you later. Bye.